I was quite excited that morning over my father's Easter gift to me. His promise that soon I could go to an European school and finish my education, as befits a banker's daughter. Luzanne was to be married, and she was bent upon enjoying the last Easter day of her maidenhood. Even the early visit that morning of old Vartabed, our shepherd, who came just after daybreak with a prophecy of trouble, did not dampen our spirits. Standing before my looking glass, I was rearranging for the 100th time the blue ribbons with which I had dressed my hair with, I must confess, a secret hope that they would be the envy of all the other girls at the church service. Luzanne was making use of her elder sister's privilege to scold me heartily for my vanity. Luzanne was always very prim and quiet. I was just about to tell her that she was only jealous because she soon would be a wife and forbidden to wear blue ribbons anymore, when my mother came into the room. She stopped just inside the door and leaned against the wall. She did not say a word, just looked at me. "Mother, what is it?" I cried. She did not answer, but silently pointed to the window. Luzanne and I ran at once to look down into the street. There at the gate to our yard stood 3 Turkish gendarmes, each with a rifle, rigidly on guard. On their arms was the band that marked them as personal attendants of Hussein Pasha, the military commandant in our district. I turned to my mother for an explanation. She had fallen in a heap on the floor and was weeping. She did not speak but pointed downward, and I knew that Hussein Pasha had come to our house and was downstairs. Then my happiness was gone, and I too fell to the floor and cried. Somehow I felt that the end had come. For a long time the powerful Hussein Pasha, who was very rich and a friend of the Sultan himself, had wanted me for his harem. His big house sat in the midst of beautiful gardens, just outside the city. There he had gathered more than a dozen of the prettiest Christian girls from the surrounding towns. In Armenia, the Mutasarrif, or Turkish commandant, is an official of great power. He accepts no orders except those that come direct from the Sultan's ministers, and, as a rule, he is cruel and autocratic. It is dangerous for an Armenian father to displease the Mutasarrif. When this representative of the Sultan sees a pretty Armenian girl he would like to add to his harem, there are many ways he may go about getting her. The way of Hussein Pasha was to bluntly ask her father to sell or give her to him, with a veiled threat that if the father refused, he would be persecuted. To make the sale of the girl legal, and give the Mutasarrif the right to make her his concubine, it was necessary only for him to persuade or compel her to forswear Christ and become a Muslim.